looking dapper.
Alright. Now, there are definitely different ways you can... That bloody thing is... that thing's bloody massive. Are automatons dangerous? No, of course they're not. Using automatons. Our first automaton is operational. This will help our economy greatly. Automatons can replace entire manual labor crews. They work around the clock with short breaks to refuel at the generator. We can research upgrades to raise their efficiency and capability. Now, the thing with the automatons is you can absolutely play this game in such a way that you're very automaton heavy all the way through. And, for example... At that point, you would want to break down the first automaton because you'd get enough steam cores to make 2 out of it. It all depends on how you want to proceed, basically. Generator power upgrade, please. I want to be able to heat the place a little bit better. We're out of steel. Don't worry, we'll have an automaton mining this place in just a moment. Womp. It'll work all the way through the night. It'll only produce 2.4 per hour, whereas this one produces 4 per hour, but doesn't work the whole night through. No roof over our heads. Captain, people are understandably concerned about the lack of shelter. They're falling ill from sleeping outside in this terrible cold. We'd better do something about it. I'll provide some shelter. 2 days to provide shelter for 16 people, or 2 days to provide shelter for 43 people. I think we can make that happen. Let's go for the big hope right now. That will work out a little bit better for us, I think. Right, storage is empty. It's fine. We're going to actually turn that one off. People don't have to work there long shifts any longer. That'll free up a little bit more of our workforce. Alright, we've got plenty of wood. I can just start off with... We'll pop down bunkhouses until I can't, which is now. Then we'll finish off with tents. There we go. And we'll just need some roads behind it all. There we are. And we'll run this road out to here. Or maybe we'll run it down and then along here, because that is a long way. But what we could do is run this all the way out to that fighting pit. Because that... Well, actually... This is now becoming a very good place to put a fighting pit. So, you know what? Cancel that job. I'm going to place a new home over here by this fighting pit. Actually, cancel this job instead. There we are. Move these around a little bit more. There we go. We're out of wood. I know. It'll be fine. We'll be okay, people. Don't worry. Now, I do need to get that one set up with a road. Scouts have reached a large convoy. Okay. Can the tents be upgraded in this? Yes, they can. They can be upgraded to... All housing can be upgraded to the next tier. In fact, most things can be upgraded to the next tier. I may need to turn this down soon. Right, large convoy. This is a convoy carrying workers that got lost in a blizzard. They are weak and have no provisions. We should listen to their story and escort them to our city. They sought Winterhome. The workers who were riding in this convoy told us that they were heading to the city of Winterhome. We were supposed to follow the signal from the beacon, but we couldn't pick it up. We tried to follow a search pattern to find it, but we ran out of fuel. I'll escort them to... Well, we could... No, we're going to escort them to the city because I don't believe we're going to see any more locations. Yeah, there are no more locations available to us, and this scout group will just be making their way down to Winterhome shortly. So that's going to be another big group of... Wow, look at that. 18 engineers, 27 workers, 100 rations, not just raw food, 245 wood, 356 coal, and 2 steam cores. That means we're also going to need to build a new coal storage area. Many people are getting sick, unfortunately. I may have to build a new area sooner rather than later. Well, let's head down here. It's only going to take us 8 hours to arrive there. In total, that's 7, 8. We're doing quite well, considering this was going to take us 2 days. By going to locations we've already been to before, we are drastically improving the speed that they're getting there. Aavak, turn the generator down. No, I tend to let it reach 90% before I shut it off. And 8. Just give them that little bit of extra warmth if I can. Actually, we've got a law, so let's pop this in. I'm going to say extra rations for the ill, because that'll help them recover faster. No ability. The extra rations in medical facilities speed up recovery. Or we can have overcrowding. We do have more people there than we've currently got. Discontent will rise. And using the extra capacity will cause discontent to rise. Discontent will rise initially because it's a controversial law, but that's a temporary one. Aavak likes to live on the edge. Enemies go, okay, runs for cover. Hey, Felisana. I recommend you fulfill your housing promise before the refugees arrive. Good call. Very good call. What do you think, chat? Because last time we went for extra rations, that was pretty good at getting our sick up and working again. But we could go for overcrowding this time so that the sick are simply... we can fit more of them into less places. Thank you very much, Sunshine. We're not going for the care house yet. This is purely extra rations or overcrowding that I'm looking between. So what does chat think? Is this game with a set strategy that always works? No, because there are definitely random things that can happen in the encounters. Fun to try new things, see how it goes. Aavak, you are having tea. You're not allowed to have those thoughts. Extra rations, extra rations, extra rations, extra rations. You have plenty coming. Extra rations for the ill, extra rations. Isn't overcrowding basically doing the same in a different way? More treated equals quicker treatment? Kind of, I guess. I think getting healed quicker for a bit more food is better than treating more people on a single building. Okay. Extra rations it is then. Sign the law. And we're immediately going to give out extra rations. 10 rations to get them treated. And the one advantage to this, I hazard to call it an advantage truly, is that when they're full, you always pay 10 food, no matter what. So that's not a bad one to go with. I'm going to shut that down now. So try to use it only when it is full. Otherwise you're wasting a little bit of that. Another day, another work shift. Well, that's life. Generator power upgrade 1 researched. Okay, now we can turn the generator up to steam level 2. In fact, it's already there, so it's going to really warm these homes quite a lot. Right. Next thing. We can go for generator range upgrade so that we can push this range out a little bit further. Or we can start working towards the steam hubs, or save up for this. We are going to have a fair chunk of stuff heading over before too long. It's going to be especially cold for them over here. It's going to be especially cold for them there. I pop that there. We're going to start building this one out on this side, I think. That should give us... well, we need a little bit more to get the housing, but we're going to have to get that soon. Aavak, don't forget to build more homes fast, because you'll get more people soon. Yeah, I am. Working on it. First death. One of our people has just died. Sickness, accidents, and deadly cold will keep claiming lives in this harsh world. We need a way to dispose of the body. Open the Book of Laws. Do I get a free one? No, I have to wait a little bit. I can't do anything about it, so... that's unfortunate. Timing was not quite on our side there. How does it recharge directly from the main generator? It's hugging the main generator. That is awesome. It's drinking precious steam directly from the generator itself. How marvelous. Shelter promise fulfilled. Everyone feels relieved with a roof, even a flapping one, over their heads. Hope should get a bump. There we are. And technically I've got still 2 homeless. Okay, fine. Don't question it. There we go. I'm going to build this out and then cross that over there. There we are. Now, we're going to be waiting a little bit longer for all of that, but... Well, there's no point in you being over here if there's nothing to do. So, everyone come back for now. Can work on other things. Same over here. Everyone back. No point in you being out there working if we don't need you there. Where are the... There's coal up here, but we can't gather that right now, so we won't bother with it. Alright. I think maybe time for a new sawmill, honestly. This one's slowly chipping away at all of that. I could have one down here to chip away at all of this if I wanted. I could have one over here, as I mentioned previously. Right about there would gather quite a lot of trees. No, I'm gonna just allow it to gather the wood for now. We'll hopefully get up to the next level soon. Right, weather station. Right, from there I want you to move on 15 hours to there. So yeah, we shaved off a lot of time getting to Winterhome. But this is gonna hit our hope really hard. That lost promise, that has been quite painful for us, actually. On that note, I would like to get this going now so that we can start pulling down a little bit more of the discontent in this area. Pop that in there. There we are. That will help out. Damn it, really needed that wood. Drat. Drat. We can spend on something else if we really want to, but I was really quite hoping that we could get that sorted. Well, they're going to arrive with a load of stuff, and unfortunately we don't have room for all the coal that we're about to need, which sucks. Oh well. You can disband the scouts. Will they still have... Will they hold on to those resources? I wonder. I don't think they will. Which is a shame. I should have gone for the resource depot, but silly me. I can build this up there, though. I could also build this just over here. And run a street out to it. Certain appeal to that. Either way, though, let's start moving towards machining. Got the depot down so we don't waste coal. Apparently we have enough to temporarily hold it. Oh, right, okay, yeah. Apparently we didn't overfill. Cool. Unless, no, we hold a feral whack, actually. We hold... Is it 900 per? I'm not sure. Could be wrong. Let's pop that in. Right, at this stage, we're just waiting on this now. Right, that needs to be for coal. An extra... Oh, no, we did... It only stores 900. Fair enough. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and pop down a second one, because we've got coal mines just above it. Makes a lot of sense to me for us to accommodate that. But we definitely need... more hothouses now. That much is absolutely imperative. I am going to break down that hunter's hut. We will build a new one because we do have a lot of people. There's no way around that one. It'll destroy some resources, but we've got to... I'm not a big fan of destroying resources if I can avoid it. At this point, makes more sense to get rid of that road. And we'll build another resource depot there for food. We should be okay with that. We're going to be doing quite well for ourselves, actually. Okay, there we are. Let's get that for food rations. Everything seems to be okay. Leafing, to be fair, Aavak had near max hope before discovering Winterhome last time. Yeah, I'm worried about the way that the hope's going to affect this. Does it always put it down to a set point, or does it just straight up, yeah, you lose X much hope? If that's the case, what's going to happen when this goes on? I have no idea, but it's scary. Right, the world is warm-ish again. Hooray, yes. Okay. Let's get this one set up for coal. So we've got a decent storage going on there. Now, before I get down to anything else, want to drop down some more bunkhouses, please. Actually, no, not first. Let's use up one of those steam cores to get a hothouse. Right there. Then the rest goes on housing. We've got a fighting arena there, so let's try and center our homes around that. For the effect it's going to have on pulling down people's disquiet. Used up a lot of our resources with that, but... Okay. Time for us to find out how this goes. Probably going to be rough. Gingy Trucking, thank you very much for the cheer a little while ago. Sorry I missed it. Have 25 cupcakes. Share with the people. Oh, you're too kind. Right. Let's go and find out what's going on. Explore. The fall of Winterhome. The streets of the ruined city are littered with scores of dead bodies. The City Chronicle describes the shortage of food and citizens' increasing despair. The following squabbles, riots, and descent into anarchy, fights for dwindling resources, and the eventual starvation. The last entry. God forgive us. We're eating our dead. There's no hope. We have now discovered Snowcliff and the American camp. Very well. They've got 2 steam cores, which are important to us. But move on immediately to this location, 11 hours, and you guys move on to the American camp straight away, please. That'll take 1 day and 3 hours. But prepare to see what's going to happen. Aavak, you always say this is going to be rough. The game is... Okay, I've done that. Now it gets rougher. I'm going to be going Faith this time, yep. To find out what goes on in the Faith queue. The news has shocked everyone in the city. There were supposed to be many settlements and construction crews here. People living normal lives in homes heated by generators. But we're alone. We should have stayed in London. Surely it couldn't have fallen like this. Coming here was a fool's errand. We should go back. We should never have left Britain. Ah. Discontent is now higher than hope. That is dangerous. Winterhome has fallen. They're all dead. How will we survive here without any help? We have to go back to London. There's no hope for us here in this frozen desert. People start to gather as the news of the fate of Winterhome spreads through the city. Some of them want to drop everything and flee to London. Panic is starting to set in. I must give them purpose. Right, choose our path. People are shaken, racked by fear and doubt. They've lost hope in our chances for survival. Desperation could quickly push them to commit reckless acts. You have to unite them behind a vision of the future. Decide now what will give them purpose and restore hope, or else our city will descend into chaos that consumed Winterhome. Goodbye, hope. Yeah, exactly, Shen. Bye-bye, hope. Right, okay, well, last time we took order and discipline, and we did fairly well with it, without becoming a cruel dictator, I might add. This time we're going to go faith and spiritual strength. The choice is already made. Time for the cult of Aavak. Okay, purpose, Book of Laws, House of Prayer. We need a place to practice our faith in peace. After introducing this law, another one can be passed in 1 day and 12 hours. That's a long time. House of Prayer. New ability, sermon, House of Prayer, the temple. People living nearby will gather to pray, which will raise their hope. You'll have to build 2 houses of prayer. Okay? Sign. We're going to need that built right now.
New law in the city. Get going. Time to earn your bread.
Also, we'll switch over to regular rations for now. Hopefully that'll be alright. Let's get workers over there. Please and thank you. Uh-oh. The unconvinced want to leave. Sir, you've convinced the majority, but hope is low. A group of people are still so scared that they want to flee the city for London in 15 days. They've come to try and change your mind. You say that faith will save us? Nonsense! What are we going to pray for? What, are we going to pay for food when we start to starve? Oh, that's cool. So that changes based on which one you went for, because order they said something different. Shouts one of them. If we don't try to reach London, we'll end up like Winterhome. Calm down, we're not going to die. The Londoners, your people are divided. Some of them are so scared that they plan to leave the city within 15 days. Fear may lead people to desperate acts. Maintain peace, give people hope, and manage their discontent to guide the city safely through the looming social crisis. We'll do our best. They've only got 19, which is interesting, because that's lower than they had last time. Very interesting. Right, I need people out working, so get to work, folks. Get to work out there. Out there. There we go. Is this one warmed? It is warmed now. Off to work you go. Same here. Off to work. There we are. Gathering post. Resource depleted. Oh, really? Oh, well, that was useless. Okay, fine. Delete that one then. However, we can set up a new wooded area there if we want to. Right, we need to get houses of prayer. Only 30 wood and 10 steel. That's actually not too much. Ooh, wow, these are huge. Got a huge area of effect. We're going to be building this area up for a lot of housing, but it would be a bit better if I built it down here. Wouldn't it? Let's be realistic. If I built it there, it would cover a lot of places. Then I could have a similar one maybe here in the cookhouse location and start building up homes around that one too. I think that would be worthwhile. Hope is pretty low right now though. Let's move 2 new... Well, we can only get 1. And then a tent. We'll upgrade it as soon as we can. But that will help a little bit. People's hope will start to rise somewhat. There we are. Children are now working in the hothouse, so that'll bring us in plenty of food. Also, I guess we could have the hothouses running 24/7. That wouldn't be too bad for the automatons. Thinking about it. There we go. Drafting machines researched. Hooray! Living, your brain works in mysterious ways. Does it? It's not I silence you because I like you or anything. Baka, leaf in just now. Really annoying. Aavak, when you arrive at Tessa City, you can sacrifice the expedition in order to get a steam core. Don't tell me things. Don't tell me things like that. You scallywags. I'm playing this blind. Baka. Right. We can have gathering post installation, which would be useful. Or steam sawmills. Lighter scout vehicles. The factory, which would allow us to build automatons, which would be very useful. Hothouse insulation. Cookhouse insulation. All of these things are important to us. One of the big ones for me is getting the overdrive couplings. If we can get overdrive couplings, then I can run this a lot hotter, a lot harder for a lot longer. And, you know, obviously that's just going to play into our grand plan. Right, I'm afraid, Mimeto, that this needs to go. Goodbye. Womp, 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 womp. Right. Now, House of Faith needs to go right there. This is going to cover like half of our city in one go, which is pretty bloody good if you ask me. The cookhouse is going to have to move. Where will it move to, though, is the big question here. We can fit it just over there if we want to, which I'm not against. Because we're probably going to be heating this area, though, that being said. Yeah, let's pop the cookhouse over there. And we're going to move this one away and do much the same. Right, so there's our first one. Let's have a sermon go. Womp. There we are. Words of our spiritual leader will restore hope. More than half of the people have access to a house of prayer. People feel a lot better living near a house of prayer. It reminds them about their higher purpose and gives them hope. Excellent. Yeah, only 4 days until release. Damn it! I've taken my meds and do see the spoiler. Sorry, Aavak, I failed you. I must now commit mathematical Sudoku. Yep. You have to. And it can't be one of those easy ones either. It has to be a really hard one. That's going to take you like 3 days. And every time you make a mistake, it's just going to be more trouble than it's worth to try and undo the mistake. Once you realize it was a mistake, you're just going to have to start all over again every single time. I know, Frostpunk and Battletech on the same day. Such cruel worlds. This one, well, actually, maybe this was the 28th. I can't be sure. Captain, some of our people are concerned about the low temperatures in their homes. They quite sensibly point out that it's easy to fall ill. I need to heat 4 cold homes within 24 hours. Depends which homes are cold, but okay, we'll try for that, I guess. It'll be the 10th, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. We can handle that, I think. "24 hours to do it." Right, I want children over there. So that's none there. All of them over there. And then this can be dismantled. We'll get this one heated up a bit more. There we go. Close this time of day. Okay, that's fine. These are running alright. Actually, how hot are they? Really? That one's got a heater and is not warm. Alright, I'll turn that one on as well, please. Overdrive couplings researched. When the generator is in overdrive, the temperature in all heat zones will be improved. I could just push this into overdrive and sort out some of it, but now it's going to cool off much faster as well, which is super, super important for us. Alright, bunkhouse. Need one over there, please. What do I need for the last one? Is it just wood? Yeah. And I do believe that this is set to run for a little bit longer. We're okay. We're okay. We can last until the morning. I could force my... Actually, I can tell my automaton to go over there. So, off. Oh, no. Never mind. Never mind. The automaton managed to do its work. Good automaton. Best automaton. Let's get you there. The automaton strike back! No! Please, no. Burn the heretics? My lord. This is going south rather quickly. Let's get all of these homes sorted, please. And there we are. Ah! For some reason, it just seems just to burn out the sound. Don't understand why. Right. The hole in the snow cliff leads to a small chamber. Someone lives here, but the lonely human figure we saw from afar has disappeared. It might be the sole survivor of Winterholm. The refugee from Winterholm. The man we've seen from afar was nowhere to be found. Searching this burrow, he found a diary of a scientist who fled Winterholm. After the starving city fell into chaos, its leader, an army captain, appointed himself an absolute ruler. He tried to impose order using force. Plenty of people disgruntled, deserted the city, and most of the others rebelled against him. Well, I mean, we managed to avoid that fate for ourselves. The Shrouded Cave and the Freshwater Springs. Let's head to Shrouded Cave. 16 hours to arrive. Thank you very much, Sunshine. Wow, that was extremely kind of you. Thank you so much. Seriously, chat, you've been so generous these last few streams. It feels like I never say enough when I just say thank you, because I feel like saying so much more. Like, thank you just doesn't express how much I appreciate it. We're getting a lot of sick right now. People join the Londoners. Sir, the people who want to leave for London have successfully urged their friends and neighbours to join them. People are more easily persuaded because they have little hope in our ultimate survival. Well, there's not a lot we can do about that one. Right, people are back to work. Good. We aren't going to make it in this hole. We have to leave. No. Shush. It'll be fine. They'll be awesomely fine. Don't you worry. I need that House of Faith, but before then, I need to get people more food. A lot more food, actually. Let's get you some more food, too. There we go. Well, Aavak, we blame you for being enjoyable to watch. Guilty as charged, I guess. Right. What do we want to research next? Improved heaters would be good. Generator efficiency, also very good. Generator range would be super useful. Factory would allow us to build an automaton. Lighter sleds would allow our people to move faster, which would, you know, obviously be great. Medical post upgrade would be useful. Let's get that. Scouts have reached their destination. I believe this is the American camp. There's not a living soul in the camp. We found about a dozen emaciated bodies. Surprisingly, most of them are disabled people fitted with prostheses. The American camp was well supplied with everything except food. Searching the tents, we found more victims of hunger, most of them badly worn but sophisticated artificial limbs bearing a company symbol, Tesla Manufacturing. We can only bury them and take their equipment. Okay. Steam core, some metal, good. Temporary settlement. Send the scouts here to learn more about this place. We can now see, 2 rows of small wooden huts, but no smoke or other signs of life. All in all, it looks like a well-kept but temporary settlement. Head over there, 17 hours. You've got 3 steam cores, and I am going to need those soon. Can we build the House of Prayer yet? No, just a little bit more wood needed. There we go. Perfect. Aavak, hello Dabba Sir. I think it has been over a year since I was last here, but I think I will be around once again. Hello, genius. Welcome back. Thank you very much, Twin Silver Dragon. Operation Let's Make Aavak Go Red again is on. Ah, Spannerhammer. Scoundrel. You wonderful scoundrel, you. Imagine having multiple insulated circles with walls named Cena, Rose, and Maria. People will feel safe, but then a -50 blizzard arrives and blows a hole in the wall. Maybe. Or perhaps, more likely, a giant person-shaped thing. We need another bunkhouse. Quite clearly. Oh, House of Prayer built. House of Prayer has been built. Hope rises. Hooray. Let's get a new bunkhouse. Not enough wood. What do you mean not enough wood? Oh, you mean not enough wood? Go fig. Right, we'll pop that one down there. Right, can I get this one to do a sermon? No, got to wait a little while. It's a bit of a shame. Once we've got that... Okay, medical post upgrade. Researched. Excellent. Definitely want more automatons, though. That much is absolutely clear to us. What's the next... Ooh.
Looking dapper.
You know, we went for the crazy treatment, but we've never needed it. We can just build an infirmary. Thank you very much, Warbler. Thank you so much for using your Twitch Prime subscription on me. Thank you. Aavak, maybe check the House of Prayer to do summons. No, I can't do it at the moment. I'm thinking maybe a sawmill upgrade. It'd only take 10 steel to get that one. Factory, I need more wood, but it's highly desirable. Improved heat is also desirable. There's lots of things that are desirable, realistically. We're going to push the efficiency on our sawmills since we've got them. Might as well. And it's by far one of the things that we're struggling to get resources from the most. So let's try and make use of it, shall we? And further to that, let's build this over here. We'll hit quite a few of these items. We've got a lot of people available to do work. So I really should be getting them out there doing work, really. To that end, let's get another hunter's hut up and running as soon as we can. Oh, there we go. Scouts have reached the children's hideout. Thank you very much, genius. The cave is a hideout for some children who were evacuated from Winterhome. There are no adult survivors here. We should talk with the kids and take them to our city. We talked to the children in the hideout. They said that one night their teachers and some hunters took them out from Winterhome on a secret adventure. Teachers told them they're going to stay here for a while. When the food ran low, their guardians went back to get more and didn't return. It seems these kids were evacuated in time before things in the city turned ugly. We will be taking them back. 35 children is actually quite a lot. We took care of the children. We formed the children into an orderly column and set off towards the city. They walked quietly and resolutely, like little adults, the youngest children clutching their toys tightly. This is going to be a long journey. Please have enough warm beds prepared for their arrival. Of course. It's going to be 1 day and 8 hours. Shouldn't be too rough for us, actually. What is the insulation here? It's actually not too bad, all things considered. Could even turn the heat up. Actually, the sawmill is going to get the heat turned up a bit. As is this one. Oh, that one hasn't been built yet. I see. Okay, we can now get a new area. Why is this not actually getting hotter? I don't quite understand that one, but... Right, now we can have a look more at the purpose queue. What other things have we got? Right, shrines, evening prayers, faith keepers, the temple, house of healing, okay. Field kitchens. Alright, shrines. Praying at shrines will give people the strength they need to take on arduous tasks every day. Shrines raise the hope of people working nearby. Shrines increase efficiency in nearby workplaces. Oh, okay. That's quite nice. And evening prayers. Evening prayers at the house of prayer in the temple. Each use raises hope and has a small chance of convincing a Londoner to stay. Each use raises hope and lowers discontent. I think that one's going to be the best one. What's going on in chat at the moment? Let's have a quick look. We do need something for the corpses. Oh. Have we got many dead? That's a good point. That is a very good point. We'll be able to do another one in 18 hours. Hope will rise slightly and no risk of disease from unburied bodies. Very well. Good call. Thank you so much for reminding me about that.
New law has passed.
Cemetery. We could pop the cemetery down right here, but we'll see. This place is more for extra thumpers. I could have the cemetery there, but I'd prefer that for housing. Could have the cemetery there, I guess. Sure, we'll pop the cemetery there. This way, my people won't have to walk too far to get to the cemetery, and if I put a heater there, it'll also help them at the cemetery. Sir, people have started to visit the House of Prayer. There aren't many of them yet, but it might be the start of something special. It seems they really needed a proper place of worship. I'm glad to hear it. It's been fun, Aavak and chat. Got to get my beauty sleep so I can function at work. Oh, take care, sunshine. Thank you very much for dropping by. Aavak, recycling, not disposal? No. No, we're gonna go for the help that we can get from that. Let's make sure that the sick are getting better actually quite quickly, much faster than I was expecting. Right. Next. It's all alright at the moment. I don't think we need another workshop. What we need are more homes. So let's continue placing these down where we can.